Alright guys, today we're gonna go over how to make money in your hideout, and I'm just gonna kind of go over everything that I do and what I've achieved from that. So I've been playing this game for about 60 days now. I have a lot of hours because I haven't really I kind of have the game running even in the background sometimes when I'm just like watching movies and stuff, so that's why I do have so many hours. So I'm gonna start with this. So basically, when you start playing this game, kind of obviously go do a few games, understand the layout of the game. The most important thing I think is to kind of understand the map layout. So explore a lot and then see which maps you like the best, and then do a lot of research. Go on YouTube, and if you have a different monitor, use the monitor, bring up the map so you kind of get an idea of where you are, because this game is kind of complicated in the first like when you start playing. Um, so we're gonna go with this. So first of all, after you learn the basics, then what you want to do is start doing tasks. Tasks are very important because they level up your traders. When they level up your traders, you kind of have more options. You can buy more bullets. You can buy more guns. You can trade items for guns that you can find in the raids, so you don't have to use money on it. And as well, they give you rewards. So for example, this task that I'm doing right now will give me 13,000 cash, and it's going to bring up Prepper by point 11, which I actually really need to do. So I'm going to do that next. So yeah, they give you rewards and they unlock different items for you. Sometimes they give you like bitcoins. It just depends on the task. There's some easy ones and there's some hard ones like this that you have to do a lot of stuff in. Yeah, and then there's like Jaeger that you have to go find his camp to find him. And then we have our hideout. So when you start out your hideout, you kind of have nothing. Everything's basic. You don't even have lighting. The most important thing, in my opinion, is to build up your hideout. It's very, very important. And by like for doing this, you get money. You get a lot of different boosts in the game, and you have to level up your traders for you to be able to actually be able to do this. So this took me a long time to do and a lot of money. It's not easy. It's probably taken me, I'm gonna say 30 days to bring it up to this level right here. I'm not full yet. I have the solar panel to level up, and then I just have to get my Bitcoin up, and then I think I'll be done. So from here, what I like to do, first of all, you need a generator. You need generator level 3, which is kind of hard to do. You gotta like do a lot of missions for that, so you get the traders that you need for this task. So the generators, it kind of is necessary. This is what gets the game like going. All the builds. You can go without a generator, but it will take longer to make items. So when you have workbench level 3, you can make a lot of different things. You can make bullets. You can make grenades, broken screens for some reason. But what I personally like to do to make money is make green gunpowder. This goes about 60,000, and what you need is 2 grenades, M67s, and then 1 smoke grenade, which is like 5,000, and these are about 13, 14,000. So you almost double your money with that. Well, after seller fees, you make about 20 to $25,000 on each time, and it takes about an hour and a half to make. So this is a really good way to make money. Keep rolling those out, and you can also use them if you use the AKM, I believe. You can build your own. You get 120 BP rounds for it, which is really, really good. So you can also make that to make more money. That's one way. I also like to use my laboratory level 3. Uh, these items you can find in raids very easily, so you can get that to get the fuel, because the fuel is about 90,000. And the good thing about this is that you can, after it's done, you can use it towards making magazine cases, which are really profitable, or you can sell it for literally the same price as you bought it for, or yeah, they go about 90,000. I've seen them anywhere for 100,000 as well. So this here you make approximately, I'm gonna say, it depends obviously if you purchased it or if you found it in raid, but you make a decent amount because this goes about 3 to 400,000. So you make almost, I'm gonna say, 100 or 80,000 from this. It takes about 5 hours to produce, so we have that going. And then what I really like to do is scav cases. Scav cases, there's a few different ways you can do them. So there's one that's for $70,000. You can get it. It takes about an hour or hour and a half to produce, I believe, or a little bit longer. And basically scavs in the game somehow go and get you items and they bring it back to you because you paid them. And I've got $2 million keys before. I've got key cards before from just $70,000. It just kind of depends on your luck. Recently, after the update, the latest update that we'd had, they're not as good. But if you do the intelligence folder or the moonshine, it's really good. It just depends on, obviously, sometimes you get really good items, but most of the times it's about even or a little bit higher that you make profit wise. So yeah, we have that going. I'm gonna check that on that later. And with generators, I personally buy these ones from Jaeger. They're about 90,000, and then after they're done, I'm gonna show you afterwards how I use it. Okay. And then we have water cooler. So sorry, water collector. So with the water collector, it's probably one of the best profit wise because a water filter you can find anytime on reserve. I find usually 2 on a regular rate when I go like solo, and with one of them you make approximately 2 of them. So this goes about 90,000 I believe, or 80,000, and these sell for 150,000 each. So if you do the math, 80 to 90,000 and you get $300,000 back. So that's pretty good. And what you can do is to make more money is to use this, get 2 sugars, and then make moonshine. And moonshine goes approximately about 300,000, which is really good. It only takes 3 hours. I usually use the moonshines to kind of use it on the scav case, so I don't have to buy one. But you can sell it as well and make a lot of money. Nutrition unit, I kind of don't really use it. This is not that profitable, and this is not that profitable. But I like to make water once. I'm gonna say once every 2 weeks because this water will last, like one of them will last you a few days, depending. Like if you get to this level where I am, my water and like health and all that comes back very quickly, so I don't really need to drink water. After like 5 minutes, usually my character is healed after a raid if I die. And then nutrition, sorry, med station. We have. I usually just make this for myself. There's not that much money that you can make, and I always use grizzlies to heal my character if I want to play like pretty fast after I die. Um, so I make that, and then I just make the IFAX as well. And then we have the longest, the best thing in the game. It's called Bitcoin Farm. This right here, I'm on level 2 right now. I'm trying to get to level 3, but I'm working on getting solar panel, which you need Peacekeeper level 4 in. So I'm gonna get that hopefully by tomorrow. And this I think at first level 1 it was about 20 hours or 21 hours. That was, you get 1 Bitcoin, and now it's at 8 hours. Honestly, anytime I log in I get 1, so it's pretty good. And up to 3 you can just like leave it and you'll get it. And each one goes about 145,000 to therapist, or you can sell it on the market. Just depends, and it's one of the best investments I've made. Um, I'm just gonna wait until I get that 50 graphics cards. And then when you get Intelligence Center level 3, with 3 flash drives, which are about 50 to 60k, you can make one of this, and this is about 200,000. And again, I don't really sell them. I use them for scav cases because I love scav cases. So that's kind of it for that. We have also the air filter unit. I don't have one at the moment, but it's why it's really good is that with one air filter, it takes about it lasts 20 hours, and you get a group of skill leveling on physical of 40%. So your skill level goes, it levels up by 40%, which is really good because, so if you check here, these are all the physical items. So this will go up by 40% depending on how many raids you do and what you do. So you want to get this max because this right here and this are really important in the game. So let's go to my character. So this is, I don't really have any thick cases. I can buy one right now. I'm kind of saving up so I can get about 30 million and I can get 2 of them. So some of my favorite items that I like to run are AVSs, Gazelles, and as well as Kill Armor. Kill Armor I think is really good because it does protect your lower and your neck area, and it does absorb a lot of damage because it is level 5, and it doesn't take too much movement speed away from you. So that's one of the ones I really like. I also like the airframes. A lot of people use them. It's pretty meta. And then the Redot. Redot is probably my favorite armor. It's pretty affordable. It's about 70,000 for almost brand new one. and it's level 5 as well. Really good. And then I have all the keys, well, not all the keys, but most of the keys. Some of them I don't even really need, but these are the ones I have for most of the maps. I'm gonna say, like, obviously a sick case is pretty expensive. They're about 2 million or something like that, and then I think keys wise I have like maybe like 10 million out of maybe all total. And then I have some other Kiba and stuff like that. Some of them I found on raids, most of them I bought. And then I have my graphics cards that I've saved up so far. Trying to get the level 3 and then put more in there. And then we have these. So I use basically what I said. So I buy the Jaeger, I buy them brand new. After they're done, I put them, I save them, and I get a big pilgrim backpack, and I go in a raid and put those in there. And when I'm about 60 kilograms, I just kind of run around so I can bring my skill leveling up. A lot of people use shotgun shells, but I just like to use these because they're pretty cheap. They're about $1,500, I think. Yeah, 1,500, and yeah, they will level you up pretty quickly, depending on how long you live. And then I just have some other items that I use for raiding and stuff. Yeah. Then we have our sniper rifles. This is my favorite scope in the entire game. This scope right here is the best thing. So if you're going to be running a decent sniper, this is what I would recommend. Do use this, what's it called, silencer, and use the scope right here. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's very, very good. I kind of have that for most of them. And yep, that's that. And I have my M4s and some, yeah, M1As and stuff in here. I don't use them too much. I like smaller guns. I don't really like the big guns in this game. I really, really, really like ASVLs, and VSSs are very good in the game. Very silent, very efficient. They're just really expensive to run because each one is about 80 to 80k, I think, and then the bullets and magazines are pretty expensive. And then I used to run MPXs, but I don't really do that anymore. They're just not as effective as the ASVL and stuff. So yeah, some other guns I have, and then we have all of our magazines, and yeah. So from there, I don't use M995 too much. I maybe use M856 or 55A1, and yeah, I used to use APX, I think that's the name, but they were kind of really expensive, so I just used Subsonic, and they do the same thing. In my opinion, they're not that much different. And MP7s are one of my favorite guns in this game because they're like lasers. They're very accurate. And this is kind of the run I go with. I got a PK06, a nice laser, because you don't really need to ADS on it too much. You can just mold people down with it. Yeah, APSX, yeah. This is the most expensive bullet that you can use on it, and it's really effective, but it's expensive. It's not worth it because when you kind of the fire rate on it is so fast that it's just not really worth it, in my opinion. That's kind of the basic one I go with the 40 mags, and then I have the PP91. These little killers are really efficient because you just need to shoot at people's legs. Doesn't matter how armored they are, how geared they are. If you can mow down their legs, they can't do anything. This is really, really good, and it's pretty cheap. And then I just have some other SKSs and Vepers. I like to run with the BP ammo, which I make myself, and that's kind of the how I run everything. And I do have all my mechs. Most of these I kind of found or I build myself. And then I have all of these that I build in my base, and yeah. So for water, I always do recommend this. If you can make your own, good. If not, just buy it. This you can honestly, you just need to use maybe like 1/5 of it, and if you're from like 0, you'll be full in no time. And for food, I always do lunchbox or MRE because they get you full pretty quickly. And that's kind of how I run my game. Thank you for watching.